one of the key transits in people's life that people always talk about. People, in our tradition, you would have all seen during the transit time, people will throng to temples, perform parihara, pujas, niyamas, and especially with respect to Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Gochara or transit, people will have lot of fear, confusion, doubts on what's going to happen after the transit, whether it's going to be positive or whether it's going to be negative. People will just mull over everything, and too many things will cook up their mind, and they will get into a lot of worries. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the effects of Saturn transit for each and every lagna or ascendant, which will give you a lot of insights. And if you want anything personal, like very pinpointed as per your horoscope, you can always reach us out for a very personalized consultation through for which you can reach us through the number given on the screen. So let's get into the Saturn transit predictions, starting with the Aries ascendant, which is Mesha lagna. For Aries ascendant, this is going to be a very, very tough transit because Saturn is transiting your 12th house. 12th house Saturn transit is a negative transit, which will increase your expenditures like anything. You will have a tough time in spending on too many things. Uncontrollable expenses will be there. Uncontrollable hospital expenditures will be there. Your income would be, say for example, if you earn 10 rupees, your expenses would be 50 rupees or 100 rupees. Then think of the magnitude of the expenditure that you would have. So that's the kind of the effect that Saturn will produce if it crosses the 12th house. And apart from that, you will incur a lot of losses into your life. And in general, the Saturn transiting into the 12th house will have some kind of the change in the sleep pattern. There will be transformation with respect to the sleep pattern. And apart from that, the Saturn transit during the 12th house will create some kind of a disturbance with respect to your long distance travel. There could be some sudden transformations or changes or problems with respect to your long distance travel. All these things can happen. And people who are very elderly in nature, there is a possibility of the elderly people passing away during this Saturn transit of the 12th house. So these are some of the things, and so hang on there, and you have to definitely do a lot of parihara for Lord Saturn, so that your time during this transit, you would be able to mitigate the negative impacts of the Saturn and get into a very, very positive, or at least maintain a status quo where you are not going down into your life. So take care, my dear friends, and do the parihara for Saturn. And you can better late than never. Start off now. You will be able to clear a lot of energy and a lot of ill effects of the Saturn transit. Always, whenever you do the parihara, there will be the guiding light of the divine, which would be protecting you, and the helping hand of the God will come to you through some of your closest pals or gurus or something, which will always protect you as a person and refrain you from involving in any kind of a negative thinking or activity, ultimately which will end up in you facing a lot of troubles. So performing parihara is like a protection. You will clear the energy and you will be able to mitigate the negative impacts. So that's for Aries ascendant.